This is the weirdest I've ever experienced in my life. I just gotta be real. I gotta tell it because I was gonna wait till later. I'm getting ready to do my run. Now, I'm just like this. I'm gonna live my life and I'm gonna record it. And if you think I'm a bad person or you say I'm a bad person, you say something in the comments, do it because it's gonna be in my analytics. I'm eventually gonna erase it because I'm gonna get sick and tired of looking at in your garbage, but you can keep your emotional poison, okay? I'm standing here. I didn't sleep at all last night. I didn't. That's the first time, very first time that I've said that in like at least a year. Because every time I come out here to Rancho Cucamonga, I'm always filming and I'm just walking around filming all day with all because I don't want to leave my sitting around. I don't know nobody. So anyway, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 5 o'clock in morning, okay? I get up at 4 every day, no matter what. So I didn't sleep. My stomach's up. I'm in a bag, right? And because I feel, I ate something yesterday that didn't agree with my stomach. Apparently, I felt, and I was up all night. So check this out. So in parking lot, getting up. So obviously, was watching me. I keep talking about and the fucking guy was creepy. He obviously watching me. He obviously saw me, gathering from my spot. And I told myself, do not come to the spot tonight. Do not come here. Because I felt some creepiness. That's why I was up. You know what I mean? And so followed me, right? He's like in a red Honda. So in case I'm murdered or something like that, now the guy was like, I don't, it could have been something. I'm so tired. I know it was a red car and a little piece of shit. It wasn't a 1970 Boss 302 Mustang. But anyway, he comes over here. Check this out. The reason I'm telling you this is because I'm fucking amazing. Because I said, I come out here to say fear, because fear is poverty. See, now God, obviously the guy was poor and because he was scared. Now this makes no sense. Why was he watching me? First of all. Number two, why did he approach me in his vehicle while I'm throwing my bag in the car? This is embarrassing to say the thing that I'm in a bag, but man, I'm throwing in a bag. And my thought is like, okay, hurry up and out because literally because it's embarrassing. That's the most vulnerable moment in a person's life when they're taking a bath or when you're in the toilet and you're coming out of the toilet even though you wash your hands. That's a vulnerable moment, just so you know. Somebody catches you going in or out of the bathroom, that's very vulnerable. That's a predator. If they're waiting for you outside the bathroom, that's fucking sick. Okay, yeah, I don't even want to get into that, but he approaches me in the vehicle. And it's, as I'm out, this comes in here and he points to my sleeping bag. Obviously, like I said, this creepy was watching me. So why is he gonna like it's mine? Like, is that yours? I come over because he's in the car, so I go, I'm kind of like going up to approach the vehicle basically because, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I don't want to yell and I don't want him yelling, obviously. And obviously, this has nothing to do with coronavirus. I mean, I guess you could say that, but it has to do with fear, fuck it all the damn hell, and poverty, which is the same thing. Fear is pride, pride is insecurity, fear, whatever you want to call it. Fear is the opposite of love. Love is money. So I say, I'm not going to be afraid. Okay, the guy wants to talk to me. I'm going to talk to him or listen to him, I should say. And if I need to talk, I'll talk. But, he's like this, as I start to slowly now, I know I can be really, and energetic and everything, but as I slowly start to approach the vehicle, because I understand people are afraid, I don't want to scare nobody, don't want to scare nobody. So I'm slowly approaching the vehicle, very, very slowly, because, I myself am kind of scared too. Like I said, 5 o'clock in the morning, I want to take my run. And so, he like this, and he goes like that, and I'm like, yeah, like what? you know, that's my thing. Like, what? And what? Like, what do you want? You know? So I'm like, you know, and then, so I'm trying to communicate with this guy, and he doesn't want to communicate, but what does he want? Does he want to take, does he want me to take my shit and throw it out? Does he want to hear? Does he work here? Is he supposed to clean up? Does he not want to hear because he's going to clean up? He's going to, what is going on? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So then I'm like, I just want to know what's going on. That's all. That's all. And that's my whole thing in life. With anybody, if I'm communicating, because I just want to know what is going on. That's it. I swear to God, right? So anyway, and to know what's going on, but to let everybody else know that even though nobody knows what's going on, you know, everything's okay. You know, I love you and God loves you, and we, you know, we just love each other. That's it. That's all I want to communicate to people. All the day, every day, that's my message to everybody. You're worth it, okay? But then this guy, and obviously he's worth it, but he's scaring me. He's creepy, because now he's slowly backing up in the vehicle. I stand there because I don't know what he wants. So I'm gonna stand there and wait. Maybe he's gonna write me a note. I don't know what he's gonna, how is he gonna communicate? Just stand there and stare. That doesn't, like I said, that's creepy. And that doesn't communicate anything when you're just sitting there in your car staring at me. That doesn't tell me anything other than the fact that you might want to hurt me. But, you know, I don't give a fuck. He don't want to hurt me, obviously. You know, but, okay, so he's scared. No, so he slowly backs up, very slowly. And I stand there, and I stare. So, but for a minute, he's just sitting there, and I'm staring. We're having a contest. Well, I got my hands on my hip like this, both hands, so obviously. I felt like the Terminator. I was so powerful. But then, finally, he starts to back up slowly, just so slowly. It was slow motion, and, you know, and so here's me, all right. Finally, all right, okay, I'm gonna slowly, I felt like I should run, but I was like, yeah, I'm gonna run and chase this car. No, come on, man, don't do that. Up. But here's me, and this is exactly what happened. And I just walked slowly towards him, you know, and he slowly goes in. I thought he was in a park, but he didn't. He didn't go to the park spot. I thought he was gonna get out, maybe talk to me, but he didn't. It was sad. He slowly backed out, and then he left, and I don't know where he's at now, but I'm just gonna take my shit and put it somewhere else and run. I have to run. You know, I didn't do a long run. Yesterday it was a pretty short one, and it's starting to kind of get sort of light out now, so I got my green drink ready to go. My stomach, it felt, and I didn't sleep and everything, but I'm gonna get back on track this morning, and you know, I'm probably not gonna eat right after my run. I'm probably gonna wait a lot longer, but I'm probably gonna like drink a lot of water and stuff, and just as soon as I get sprouts, I'm sitting on that toilet, and I just pray that nobody's in there hearing that, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be bad again. But I need to run, and I'm gonna do it. And like I said, if you want to do something, you'll find the way. I found a way in Santa Monica. I've run out here before, and everything was cool. I actually found a place where I could, possibly, because it's not locked up. And well, actually I didn't try it, so it might not be live. But anyway, I'm gonna figure this out. But and I have a charger if I need it. I may not be able to charge my laptop, but getting done. And like I said, that's it. So there you go. Fear it all, because, you know, even if you, check this out, even if you don't want money, in life is lived in chains. What kind of life is poverty? What kind of life is where you're stuck in prison, where you're so terrified of everything and everybody? You're afraid of dying? No, you're not. You're afraid of living. You're not living your life, so you might as well just, you don't see what I see every day as liberty. You don't hear what I hear, but it's so hard to live through these years. So, I just woke up, and I slept in this parking lot. This is not a typical day for me, because, well, I should say this is not a typical day that I wake up. Because look, See that box over there? You're gonna see it in a second. Man, these winds have been wicked. I think they call it the Santa Ana winds. Crazy. Like, I thought there was gonna be a hurricane, and it was awesome that perfect time yesterday I bought it's called the Mummy sleeping bag, and so it covers like your whole head and everything. It's got like a hood, so it was warm, and I kept praying, God, oh my gosh. And normally I brush my hair. It's 4:30 in the morning. I normally brush my hair, but it's just been really so windy. It's like, okay, I gotta get to Starbucks because now I gotta get in there, change and stuff. Because I'm actually out of town right now. I'm in Rancho Cucamonga, and I'm gonna catch the 5:52 bus going to, I'm going back to the Metrolink, so I go back to LA. So yeah, it's really, really wicked winds, you know, but God blessed me with that mummy bag, my sleeping bag. Well, I mean, I went and bought it, but it was a blessing. I felt like God was like, you need something warmer. And so yeah, blessed me. I was sleeping, I was up off and on because of the winds. At one point, I think it was like 2 a.m. I got up, I had to pee, and I got some leaves or something in my eye because it was so windy. But I'm still alive. Another day to vlog on YouTube. And just a side note, when I say I'm going to Starbucks, I gotta go there sometimes to clean up, change my clothes, and then I usually get online for a little bit. Today I didn't get online, but you know, I don't drink coffee. That's the point. I don't drink coffee. I don't need it because I got a purpose, you know. And so, you know, one of the biggest things that I didn't mention this to you earlier, but one of the biggest things is that when I wake up, I thank God for everything I got. Everything, no matter how small you might think, man, she's thanking God she's got a nice warm sleeping bag. You know, that's the first thing I do, and all throughout the day I make sure I practice gratitude, because without gratitude you won't get any more. That means giving too. That means money, giving money. I give the people at Starbucks a tip. Whenever I have cash, I give it to them, and I try to make a point to have cash on me for stuff like okay, that. So I'm sitting on the bus, you know, and there's two people staring at me. Don't know boundaries. They don't want to stop. See, they just want to keep staring, because people have compromised, and they compromise on who they are, and they don't know how to deal with themselves. So they want to look to me and try to get me to talk to them, because they can see that love coming out of me, but they want me to make them feel better about their poor choices in life. This is most people, okay? So that has been my biggest problem, is vampires. You know, people just wanting to steal my time because they don't want to deal with their own selves. You know, that, and having bad customer service, just trying to get my needs met, basically. And so, in a word, people has been my biggest problem, but at the same time, it's been my biggest problem. My biggest goal is to show you that you're worth it and that you don't have to compromise, you know. And also, like, another thing with people is that not just trying to get my needs met or trying to get people to do their job so I can have my needs met, like having the salad bar out. When I go to the grocery store, they have salad bars and it's not out, and you got to beg them. Then this person will, oh, it's not my job, go ask somebody else. And not just a salad bar, but many things, you know, that. And then the other thing has been basically begging people to do stuff like watch my YouTube channel, trying to communicate that I don't need you to like me, but if you're going to stand here and talk to me while you're getting paid for it, well, then you should do something for me when you're not getting paid. Because love ain't, you know, me standing here while you're getting paid and I'm losing money. That's been the biggest thing, hardest thing to try to communicate to people, is stuff like that. And so, a lot of vampires say, you know, people just, there's a lot of places people can stand. They come, stand right behind me, and then they stare. I walk away from them, and then they stare. See that? And then also, you know, the bus driver. You know, I had a certain spot I was sitting in, and I walked away just in time, right before he sat down. You know, there's so many places he could have went to sit and smoke and take his break, but instead he chose to sit by me. See? Okay, let's go. So I am at my gym right now. I am working on my YouTube channel. And sometimes I wish y'all could see what I see every day, you know? Like if I could put a camera right here and that nobody would know that I'm filming, but the way that people react to me, that's the main thing, because I'm here to make a difference in this world. You know, I always talk about, you know, I always say that you're worth it, and I talk about self-worth all the time on this channel and on Facebook, you know, and it's really hard for me, believe it or not. The hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life is communicating, talking to you on this channel, trying to communicate effectively my ideas and my thoughts and my experiences and my feelings and the way that I see the world. And you know what? It's not just the way that I see the world. It's the way that it's just that I'm more tuned in than most people, okay? And it's been hard because, you know, all my life I was told that I was worthless by many people, and not always just in saying that you're useless or you're worthless or whatever. Not just people saying those things out loud, but the way they treated themselves and the way they treat you. I mean, you all know people can be jerks, and that's because they don't like themselves. So for me, I don't want to be like everybody else, so it's been very hard, and I realized that a lot of the things that I thought were just wrong, you know? Like, I was just in my gym, and things I thought about self-love and everything, you know, because how am I going to complete my mission? This guy comes in my gym, and he tries to talk to me. Now, he's got money coming in a pretty good amount, but he's not happy, obviously, because he has to talk to every woman that he sees at the gym and probably everywhere he goes. He probably wastes a lot of time, but you know something? I am not your distraction. I'm the main attraction. I have things to do, you know, and now that I know my worth, like, oh, when he walked away, that little puppy dog look on my face, because I was like, I'm working, and I didn't feel bad about it. I used to. It's been months that I've been practicing saying no to people, because you are more important to me. You are watching this and you actually know your need, that you need someone to empower you as an example. And if I didn't say no, and if I talked to every man that I see that wanted to talk to me, or even every person, every woman, you know, I would never get anything done. Alright, so here's another part of my day. I normally head to Sprouts. I love the store, I love the people. They're extra special to me because now I know their problems, their names, and, you know, their birthdays and all that kind of stuff. And I feel like it's a family. But at the same time, now I know that they don't care about me. I'm not being, you know, negative, whatever you want to say. I'm being realistic in the fact that if people care about you, then they will care about what's important to you. So everyone here, except for maybe a few new people, they all know what's most important to me, and that's doing God's will. And so doing God's will, it's doing this channel, right? I've been working on this channel for 3.5 years, okay? So having said that, not a solitary soul here supports that show. So now, knowing that intellectually, I forget about my heart and says, oh, I call it like survivor's guilt. Like, oh, I gotta make them happy. I don't have to do anything, because you know what? Number one, we all make our choices. They made their choice. If they hate the job that much, they gotta talk to everybody that's there when they're supposed to be working. Well, then do something else where you can talk to people and get paid for it. Do a YouTube channel, you know? And so they don't feel sorry for me when I'm sleeping out on the concrete. I don't either. Sure as hell don't. Because I'm a winner. My name is Liberty V Justice. There's no period in my V, because my victories never end, and yours don't have to either, my friends. This is another victory showing you that, hey, if you want to accomplish something in life, you have to, like I said, liberate yourself of OPA, other people's agendas. Now for me, when I'm at work, this is my work, and I'm not here to talk to everybody while I'm on the internet doing this, while I'm here filming. I'm not going to stop for everybody. I'm not going to stop for anybody. You know, maybe somebody's blatant, but other than that, you know, this is my life, and I'm here for you. And like I said, I wouldn't make an impact if I was here talking to everybody. So just know that this is one thing I want you to get from this little chunk, this clip, is that if someone cares for you, they will think about you, A, when they're not getting paid for it, and B, what is most important to you, or anything that's important to you is going to be important to them. You know, like you have a cat, let's say you get a cat, that cat's important to God. That cat's important to anybody in your life that values you, that cares for you, okay? So remember that. I'm about to turn the camera the other way, see what happens. Hey. What? You said konnichiwa?
You look so smart today.
I look smart. Oh, you
Yes,
like my outfit?
Yeah, you look so smart.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Here go.
I'm always smart.
No,
Not normally?
Yeah.
I'm normally not smart. Okay. They missed me. My Sprouts family missed me. I love them. That is so smart. I felt that energy when I came in. I felt that. Make people feel like a superstar, and you will be a superstar. Okay? So, the thing about people follow me around, I have some people actually stalking me. Don't worry, Mom, I'm safe. People follow me around at the store, everywhere I go, then they keep chasing me all around when they're working or whatever. People just follow me around, or in general, trying to talk to me, always wanting my attention. See, they don't love me, okay? They don't care about me at all, which is cool that I know that now. I have become much more self-aware and enlightened, and I've had many revelations from God through this, which is all for my good, your good, and His glory. Okay? I'm just wanting to make a point to y'all that, you know, being on this path is not easy. And I have, my company's called I'm Worth It Incorporated, because I want you to know that you're worth it. Now, me having to go through all these things is so that I can be the example for you. And I'm grateful for all of this. This has been my FTX. If you're not military, it's field training exercise for becoming wealthy, for being a superstar. And I'm willing to pay the price, and whatever price I have to pay in the future, I'm going to do it, you know, because in the past I wasn't willing to pay the price. But the greatest thing in life is progress and accomplishing things that I previously, and you, same goes for you, accomplish these things that we previously thought were impossible. And life is about progress. That's what happiness is. You know, that's where a lot of people are miserable. They're stagnant. They're not doing anything to progress. And in fact, if you're not going forward, you're going backwards. Okay? So, I know now that, hey, I feel so much better about myself that I don't need people to validate me. But that's what they're doing. That's what they're looking for. And for a long time, I've been in LA for a year and a half. And for a long time, I actually, it was like, oh, it feels good. These people want to be around me. But I felt like it was high school. But now all of a sudden, I'm the popular one. You know, but it gets to a point where, because I'm such a sensitive person, that I really started to really care and have deep feelings for all these people. And the people that I know their names, and I know them, and I see them on a regular basis. But, you know, it got to the point where I started to feel less worthy, because not only did I feel their feelings, but I knew that they really didn't care about me. So then I started to become like them and try to take and try to get them and make them love me by watching my YouTube channel and all this stuff. But now I just don't care, because I know I'm on God's path, God's best path for me, and that is not God's path. And that's the devil trying to tell me, like, hey, no, you need to do this, you need to feel guilty, you need to feel fear, feel obligated to these people. But I don't. I can still love them. I don't have to be around them. And I can also, if I need to go there and use the restroom or certain places or whatever, I can do that and not have to have a 5-minute conversation or any conversation. I could say hi. I could not say hi. And whatever I do, I'm just being led by the Spirit of God to do what He wants me to do. So it's still the same day. It's just different. It's a lot of wind going, as you saw earlier in the first clip. Santa Ana winds are here today, and it's really bad. So, forgive me. I'm totally in. I'm here with you. I love you. And just know, hey, you don't have to feel bad for somebody else's poor choices in life, okay? If you want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. So no excuses. Just know that you are the main attraction, okay? You are the main attraction. So don't let somebody else make you their distraction, okay? Just do what you have to do, okay? And do it sooner. Be smarter than me and start sooner, okay? And just stay on the path. You are worth it. So this is part of my day. Usually I'm running while it's still dark out, but I'm like 5:30, but I'm just finishing up my run, and I'm like, you know what? Whatever I do now, if I do it now while I'm homeless, you know, and all these things that's going on in my life, then guess what? I could do it anytime, and y'all ain't got no excuses, put it that way. I want to empower y'all, okay? So I decided to run every day this week. I'm running 30 minutes or more, if that's how long it takes to get around this route. But I'm going to run 30 minutes, and then next week it's going to be, starting Monday, 35 minutes, because I'm doing my first ever marathon. I'm doing a turkey trot. It's a 5K, which is 3.1 miles, and it benefits the Midnight Mission, which helps homeless people. So it's like $35, but I'm gonna do it. It's my first. I've been wanting to do this for like 3 years, ever since I started running, and now I'm gonna do it. So just do it. No excuses. You are worth it. God, grant me the serenity to accept the people I cannot change, the courage to change the person I can, and the wisdom to know it's me. This has been the biggest thing that I had to learn. And when I say learn, obviously I know this intellectually. My heart is very stupid, and that's just like many people out there. You know, I have had to deal with a lot being homeless. So this is part of my documentary, because this is part of what I had to learn being homeless. Let me tell you something. This is the most important thing that we all need to learn. Emotional control. We have emotions, fear, guilt, obligation. No, we don't need that. Those things do not serve us, and it makes us play small, and it does not serve God, and it does not serve the world. Now, I always say that I'm here for you. I want to change the world. Okay, that's great. But realistically, the truth is, and spiritually, I believe all things are possible with God. But for me, I am not God. And many people today are 1,000,000% against their own happiness. And you can tell by the way they waste their time, the way they lie. They're not honest about their intentions. They're not honest about who they are. I can go on and on. But for me, I am a strong, confident woman. And there has been a divisiveness between my new paradigm and my old paradigm. Who I used to be in the past was very, very weak emotionally. Okay, emotionally, I had so many bad, negative things, guilt hanging over me, fear. You know, I always felt obligated, like I owed people things. No, I felt their feelings, and I felt that it was my job to make other people happy. I thought it was my job to try to make people do things that they're not willing to do. You know, trying to make people get off drugs. You know what? Trying to make many things. Trying to, like today, I see many people, oh, you can do it. I used to give speeches to people all day long until vampires just taking from me all day long, but it was my choice. I allowed them because I thought that it was my job to try to change somebody, to see them go through the changes they need to do. But you know something? I realized something, that I am the only one that I can change, and I realized that me going around trying to help everybody, encourage people, and all this stuff, it was just wasting time. And it is not God's best path, you know, because I was being very selfish. Because the negative selfish. Now I'm selfish in a great way, because there are many people out there who need me, or they need a person in their life. They need me to do this. God needs me to focus on my YouTube channel, on my speeches, and to empower you with the wisdom that I have received these past few years. And so for me, I have been the past couple of months, I've been becoming more and more focused. And so I noticed that one of the things is think about this and only this. Don't think about, don't get worried and have fear. Feel the feeling in my body that I am confident I can do this, and so just looking straight at the camera. And it's hard sometimes because you feel those neurobiologically, scientifically, we feel other people around us. We can feel that. And we want to turn, we want to, but that is just, it's so hard sometimes, but that is essential. Just keep looking straight. The Bible says it. Look straight ahead and you will be on the straight and narrow on your path to prosperity. So I have so many places that I have taken myself out of certain places, and I'm going new places to film and going new places to eat, and I'm meeting new people and doing new things. So I am so proud of myself that I'm sticking to this, and I'm getting back on, I'm getting on track, I guess I should say, because now I have finally learned my lesson. It was so draining to me being around all those vampires all day, every day, just trying to encourage people and empower them. And then it got to the point where I was just so angry, because they say all anger is self-anger, and it is, because then these people try to act like they care about me, and hey, come talk to me while I'm getting paid for it. But guess what? I wasn't getting paid. And I thought, oh, now these people like me. Now they're going to subscribe to my YouTube channel. They're going to comment on it. They're going to share. And I'm going to get this thing going. All these people that I know. But you know what? I found out, no. People don't give a crap. In this world today, people don't care. Now, I'm not being cynical. I'm not being negative. That's just a fact. So, but I care. I care, right? And spending my time talking to people that are getting paid, or even if they're just at my gym, they're a member and they want to talk to me because they want to waste time because they don't know how to be alone. Well, guess what? That doesn't do anything for me. Me getting people and empowering people from my channel that are already on that path, that's what I really enjoy. I enjoy being here for you, all of you, and the greatest people are here on my channel. And so I can't make anybody do anything I want to do. I just want you to remind you that that you can't make anybody do anything they don't want to do. So, but when you're on your best path and you're being who God wants you to be and you're true to yourself, you're going to attract other people who are like you and who will support you. So don't ever worry that you're not going to have people around. Don't ever worry about that. And so I just want to thank everybody from Summit of Greatness. There's too many people to name. Okay, I'm going to name 2 people, 3 people. But there's going to be 3 major people, 4. I want to thank everybody who's watching my channel, everybody who's subscribed and commenting. Thank you. Mwah, mwah. Love you so much. And because this is hard, but you are worth it. I'm doing this to empower you. Okay? So, but I want to mention 4 people. I want to mention Esteban and Louise, your girlfriend. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. And I also want to thank you so much to Josue. These 2 people both have YouTube channels. I will post them below. And also, I want to thank my friend Mario from Fit Body, Fit Mind. He's also my coach, one of my best friends in the whole world. Really amazing man. And my friend Jansen, who I met at Summit of Greatness as well. All these people are amazing. I met these people through Lewis House at Summit of Greatness. And all my inner circle people, I love you guys so much. And just remember one thing. God, grant me the serenity to accept the people I cannot change, the courage to change, the wisdom I can, and the wisdom to know it's me. And as Tony Watley says, another amazing man, thank you so much for your support, Tony. Once you spend time, you can't get a refund. So spend time today doing what's most important for your mission and your vision, because you are worth it and the world's waiting for you. Love you. if you like this documentary, if I have taught you something, or if I have just added value to your life, then show me some appreciation. Subscribe if you haven't done that already. Like, comment. Sharing is caring on all your social media. What's up, y'all? I just want to keep it really raw and real about homelessness, right? As an entrepreneur, so someone who values themselves. It's actually, the irony of all of it is that most people don't value themselves. And when people become homeless, they seem to value themselves even less. It really brings you down not having money, because you realize like the true nature of other people. And so I met a lot of good people, you know what I mean? But I've also met a lot of people who you thought were nice until like hashtag coronavirus, because when the coronavirus goes down and these people are terrified of losing their jobs, and their jobs are terrible to begin with, they hate their jobs, they're very ungrateful, and even now they're out back on the clock smoking cigarettes, talking on the phone, chilling, hanging out. I'm at work right now, so they don't like me sitting there behind certain stores plugging in, getting on the Wi-Fi, because they don't want to be, I guess they think I might take the time out of my day to call and complain about what they're doing, which I really don't care, because their punishment is the way they've treated me since coronavirus, not, all types of things, in the way that, even the things that has nothing to do with me in a sense, in a lot of ways, like the people out back and they're talking on their phones when they're on the clock. That kind of pisses me off, like to an extreme. When people don't do their jobs and they're ungrateful, that really, really pisses me off. And I'm trying to be a better, like with swearing and stuff. But man, it really brings you down. It makes you so angry when especially when you're paying for a service like the bus or Whole Foods, whatever. You're paying for Ralph's or whatever store you go to, or whatever, the bus, the train, whatever service you're paying for. And they're treating you like crap, They're like, no, I can't, no, I don't want to help you. You go ask somebody else. No, And I've had that happen a lot on the bus. The bus driver couldn't tell me where she was stopping at. She told me, no, oh my God, go call the. And the hardest thing is not saying anything, shutting your mouth like, I want to be like Jesus, I want to be like Jesus. But you want to tell them off, but you can't, because your company's called Unwanted Incorporated. So, oh, wait a minute. If this is your first time coming to my channel, thank you so much. I know it's a little far into it, but thank you so much for coming. Do me a favor, comment below. How'd you find my channel and what's your name? What's my name, y'all? Liberty, justice, with my mind and my money and my mind, to show you that you are infinite in value, right? So check it out. So, homelessness. I'm not homeless because home is a condition of the heart, okay? So, I sleep outside. All right, that's a completely different thing. I work my face off. I'm actually right now kind of stranded there near the UCLA campus, because I thought, oh, I'll do something different. I'll take the big blue bus, because it's a nicer experience, to my spot where I sleep at, because it's a nicer experience. People are usually nicer, plus it's free, so I don't have to try to steal train rides, because I want to save my last $10 so that I could go to my spot and ride a train, which I hate, because the people on there are just, really terrible. Not all of them, but majority of people that are on there are either making out, having sex, taking their clothes off and peeing on the floor or whatever. I mean, just throwing food everywhere, and just really just nasty, disgusting predators, basically. So, yeah, I hate the train. But anyway, and I do ride it if I have to, but whatever. So it's better to ride during the day, though. Anytime after like 4 p.m., forget it. And early in the morning, oh boy, I can't wait for that morning trip tomorrow. I'm riding that in the morning because it's too early. Big Blue bus don't start running. I'm not going to try to figure this out in the morning because I take the wrong bus. There's two Route 17. Okay, that's good. That makes sense. So, sleeping outside is, trying to get your brain to function. That's one of the hardest things, carrying all your stuff around, and then trying to figure out healthy food and how to make great content for YouTube. And then, I got my music. When am I ever going to work on my music again, And it's just like, okay, so now there's this person over here who thinks I'm his friend. He thinks I'm his friend, but yet, he really don't care about my YouTube channel. So yeah, that's a friend. That's a good friend right there. You're a good friend. You don't care whether I sleep outside. You want to talk to me while you're getting paid. And you don't care whether I get paid and sleep indoors. And if I run out of money for food, God forbid, I'm never going to ask him. I know what he's going to say. No, I need that money for beer, So, it's just been a really long road, very challenging, but I'm thriving more than ever during the coronavirus. I've never created this much content for my YouTube channel, and and also it makes sense. Most of it makes sense, and I stay on track, stay on topic, So, okay, so another thing about sleeping outdoors and being a woman is that all men that are homeless, I've never met one man in my life. Nope, yes I did. I met one man who he has a path that he wants to follow. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think he's going to be an entrepreneur, but whatever he's doing, he's focused on it because he's not trying to get with me. So thank you, Jesus. Well, he moved as well. So he moved like a year or two ago, whenever that was. I don't know. But other than that, most men, they want to have sex. They want to, quote unquote, get married. And to them, getting married is finding another homeless person, woman or whatever, and having sex with them wherever. I don't know where they do it. I don't even want to know. But, I've seen them downtown at the park. I've seen them. That's why I don't go to LA that much anymore. Okay, so, but... But seriously, it's crazy here. Like I love it though. I wouldn't trade LA for the world. But what the great thing about me is that I got to experience LA in a different way than most people have. And living here almost 3 years now. Plus, also I've actually accomplished a lot more than most people who live here. Which, shame on you. Like you should. I shouldn't say that. I don't like that phrase. Shame on you. It's. I'm beating you. That's the phrase. I'm whooping your butt. You got beat by a homeless woman. It's like, how can you live in LA and not want to pursue a dream that's really big, like being a great actor or being a great director or something? Like, how can you not believe in yourself living here? I don't get that. Like, honestly, I don't get the fact that nobody believes in themselves in this world, 99% to be exact, and that's why people are poor. Nobody likes themselves, and then they don't know how to treat other people because they don't know how to treat themselves. But still, I just don't get it. Why don't you just say, hey, man, I'm tired of this shit. I want something better, That's what I don't get. Why? The worst thing is when people are homeless, it's like they want to make everything harder, not just for themselves, but for everybody else. You get on the bus and somebody's taking a dump on the bus. Really, like, what? How could you get to smelling that bad? I don't get that. There's free water fountains outside here everywhere. You could go and wash up if you're that bad. Just put some water in a bucket, put a rag in the buckets. If you don't want to go in a store or anywhere, you're afraid to talk to people, just go. But they're getting on the bus now. The bus is free. So why not just get the free water and just go out wherever your spot is or something and wash up in the, early in the morning before the sun comes up. I've done that before. You got to find a way. Like, that's so rude, the way that people, not just the smell, but the way that people treat each other, not just homeless people. Most people, I believe, are homeless because I don't say we know how to treat each other. People don't treat each other well, so they don't, like, you don't know the rules about people and society and the way, like last night, I go to my spot. Now, this is the first time this has ever happened. Like, it happens all the time where people follow me. But last night, somebody actually followed me to the spot where I sleep at. And it was a guy. And he was, like, coming towards me. And I was like, what is going on? I thought it was just some crazy homeless person that wanted to, like, he was drunk and maybe didn't, know where he was going or something. But I go out there and I just... Hey, man, I just kind of like started walking like this closer to him with my hand. And I was like, hey, man, please just go away, And that's all I said. And he kept backing up. And I noticed he had a camera in his hand. And I think he was filming me. And I said, no, please go away. He was like, but I saw you on the bus yesterday. But the thing is, I'm not a superstar. I'm not, I don't get paid that much. I get paid nothing right now. So how can I be a superstar where people are following me and stuff and filming me when what the hell? I'm being serious. Like, I don't know what is going on, except that guy must not value himself. He saw something in me, God in me, or whatever. Like, all people see things in me. They see God in me. They see good things. And they want that for themselves. But that's just, it still doesn't make sense to me, because I have never, ever followed somebody and stalked somebody. I would never do that, So, like, even ex-boyfriends and stuff, like, I just don't get that. I never have followed anybody. When somebody says, like, leave me alone, I leave them alone. And I never try to follow some strange person, like, complete stranger. I never try to like, oh, wait. Okay, well, let me see. I'm on the bus now. I see somebody. I think that they're cute or whatever. So I'm going to get off the bus and follow them to where they're going. I never, I don't understand the logic behind that kind of thing, you know? So whatever. Those are the type of things that I deal with on a daily basis. I mean, that's nothing. You like, this is 10 minutes now, and that's really nothing compared to, you know, there's no way I could ever really tell you all of it, you know. But it's like, I know I'm proud of myself. I know I'm doing great things. I'm worthy. I don't need to like cuss people out. I don't need to talk to them either. And I have cussed somebody out once, maybe twice, in this whole 5 years, you know. And keeping things in is not bad either. I mean, it's not good either. It's bad, because when you keep things in, you're angry, you know, that makes you kind of like implode, and that's not good, because then, like me, I gained 60 pounds, so now I'm getting angry again, and I'm catching myself. Like, I'm running every morning. It's hard because you gotta find a plug. That's another thing. So now during the coronavirus, I gotta find outlets. And I just found a new one today, thank you, Jesus, because I've been using the one, like I said, behind that store, and I don't want to be there to begin with at all, ever in life. I don't know if I ever want to go back there in life, because I've seen these people, and they don't care about anything other than money. So, I mean, I still love them, but I don't think I can be around them after this. Because now it's really, like, I have concrete proof of all of my thoughts that I thought about them. So it hurts, but like, I don't want to make friends at the store or the bus. I care about people. That's the whole point of my life, is caring. But when you feel like, oh, maybe they do care a little bit because they're saying, hi, Liberty, you know, and because you think that, you know, like they're not going to let anything harm come to you and stuff. But when you have to use the bathroom and they tell you that you're not. Anyway, so I found a new outlet. This has been the hardest. This has been the most challenging thing I've ever had to do in my life. And I really hope that you people that you're watching, that you really appreciate this, because I know I'm worth it. But I wouldn't be doing this. I would not be doing this or going through all of this just for me. That's ridiculous. People that have money are good people. You know, I know you don't want to believe that because you probably want to talk crap on President Trump, but I won't talk. I'm not going to say anything about that, but because I don't want to disrespect anybody, and I'm not into politics. But you think that a lot of people out there, you think that wealthy people are bad people, but I know a lot of wealthy people personally myself, and I know that they're good people, and I know because you don't struggle this hard purposely. Like the cancer, that was not my fault. Being raped, that was not my fault. Being abused by my boyfriend, it was my fault when I allowed it to happen for 10 years. And it was my fault with the rape, allowing it to mess my whole mind and everything, my body, eating garbage and smoking cigarettes and dope. That was and the way my mom treated me, taking them back after I got out of the army and beating me all my life. See, those things were not my fault. But I allowed them to control me. I was in prison in my mind, and that's why my name is Liberty, because I'm free. But all these things, I'm not free at all. I'm not free at all. I can't believe I didn't even think, like, being an entrepreneur or a creator or anything, trying to do something for the world, you're not free. There's no way you could ever be free, because you have to discipline yourself. But in a lot of senses, discipline is freedom. Like when I discipline myself with my food, I have the freedom to feel better tomorrow. You know, I'll feel good in the morning. I feel good today, I'll feel good tomorrow morning. And every day my diet just keeps getting better and better, you know? But I'm just saying that wealthy people, this struggle with sleeping outside, like I could probably get government, like, I tried to get Section 8. It's not open. It's been closed for probably 2 years now. There's other options. There's this shelter. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's just like living with my mother. It's terrible. Screaming, fighting all the time. People smoking dope, smoking cigarettes, all this crazy stuff that goes on. I don't want to be around that chaos. I can't do it, you know? So sleeping outside is better, and that's why I sleep outside now, because it's better than sleeping with my mother at my mother's house. She abused me, and I'm done. you know? So, but I wouldn't be doing all these things if it was, I wouldn't even say that because my mom gets so angry and I could probably never see my family again. But, you know, I wouldn't be doing all this if it was just for me. That's the point. I'm doing all this to go through all this to show you that the power of the human mind and the, you know, the strength that you can do anything you want to do if you want to do it badly enough. And if you don't, you know, you'll find the way if you want to do it badly enough. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. You know, so no excuses. Just do it because you're worth it. All right. What's my name, y'all? Liberty, justice. There's no period in my V because my victories never end. You're allowed to either, my friends. Thank you. I love you. If you enjoyed this, I filmed during the lockdown in Los Angeles in 2020, then you need to join my mastermind in Patreon. It's $10 a month for my Patreon, and we do a monthly mastermind where I will help you get rid of all of the negative feelings like guilt, fear, anything that is holding you back. I will help you to get over those things. I've been through it myself, and I live to serve you. My name is Liberty, and I want you to be free also. I'm Worth It Inc. is an entertainment empire focused on emotionally equipping entertainers for financial abundance because you are worth it. Make sure that you sign up for my Patreon. It's only $10 a month, and you can cancel at any time, but you will not want to cancel because I am here for you. Ride or die because you are worth it. $10, Patreon, check it out. My name is Liberty V Justice. There's no period in my V because my victories never end. And I'm here to help you get your victories, legend.
You're worth it.
Subscribe.